Namaste all the viewers, friends and our subscribers. I would like to thank all our subscribers for being your subscriber to our channel, to view lot of videos on disease and also about health. Even though our primary focus is more to focus about health and how to promote health and well-being, there are several videos to watch for, including sleep, diet, exercise, yoga. Lot of videos are there. You please watch, share with your friends so that lot of people know about health and well-being, which is more important and prominent during this pandemic time. In one of the last videos, we were discussing about infertility. Rather, I would say fertility. What is fertility? How to maintain fertility? As a follow-up to that, in this video, I want to talk about infertility, which has taken a very big space in the human race, especially in the urban society. Lot of couples, married couples, are facing this problem of infertility, not able to conceive for various reasons. Part of that we have already discussed in the previous video of understanding fertility. Now let us talk about the solutions what we have. One of the concepts I want to make sure for you guys to understand is that there is a right time, right age to conceive, to progenate our generation. What is the right time? In traditional medicine, it is considered for the lady age between 21 to 28 and for the man between 24 to 32 is the optimal period, or where we have the maximum fertility and very easy to conceive and have the family. For various reasons, today's practice has been that we tend to delay that. Maybe we want to settle down, make ourselves more comfortable financially, economically, so that we support the next generation, which is absolutely correct. There is nothing wrong about it. But you can't ignore this as well. Because once you cross the age of 28 for the lady and for the man after 32, the rate of fertility starts to dwindle down. To add to that, we have lot of factors which contribute to that because of the stresses, lifestyle, food habits. All those factors are not very contributing for us to be in a state of fertile period, even though it is after the age of maximum fertile period. So how do we deal with all these things? First, most important thing is we have to address both. Generally, it is always the lady who gets targeted and treated for all these infertility cases. Even though lady is very important, we should also treat the man. Many a times, the husband or the man doesn't talk about his fertility issues. Now it has become a mandatory practice in all infertility clinics that when we test for the lady, we also test for the husband or the man as well, to see what are his sperm levels, quality, counts. All those things are also equally important. So we have to treat as a family when we are treating infertility. As I mentioned, age is one factor. Next important aspect is the lifestyle. I have spoken enough and more about the lifestyle in the previous video as well, how it is important to maintain the quality of egg, the ovum and the sperm for optimal fertility and conception. Not just that, it is also important for the lady to have good ovaries which has functioning well so that hormones are under state of balance, good health of the uterus so that after the conception the embryo getting implanted in the uterine wall is also equally important. Above all these things, our mind also plays a very big role. De-stressing or managing our stresses is more important than anything else, because stress can have an effect on the hormones or immunological factors which can contribute to lot of issues of infertility. Many a times we get to see that when we have all the blood tests and scans, everything done, there are no problems at all, but they don't conceive. We can't find a reason at all many a times. So what is this? Why is this happening? Because of our unknown stresses and suppressed stresses. Probably we don't speak about it or we don't address it well. So speak about it, take help about it. There was a time about 2.5 decades ago when we started up my practice, I was telling try to avoid stress. Now it is no more I can say that. We have to just say that manage stress well. That's the only way we can do, because we go through a lot of things every day. How stress can be managed? You have to spend time for yourself, talk to your body, have that me time for yourself every day. It is not something that I work the whole week for 5 days or 4 days, about 14-15 hours, and make my living very good, and I sleep or chill out for the weekend. That doesn't work. If I'm working today, I have to rest today. If your day comes followed by night, it is not that 4 days continuously it is sun and 3 days there is no sun, right? So we have to follow the nature's principles. So it is very, very important for us to follow that. Sleep at the right time, eat at the right time. I just want to say one small information. Very recently I met a patient. She lost her weight only by following the right food habits and exercise, nothing more than that. Moderation is what she followed. When she did that, she has the liberty to indulge in all kinds of foods what she likes in moderation. Is that what you want, or going to the extremes of fasting and another extreme of binging? So moderation is the mantra for healthy lifestyle, whether it is food habits or sleeping habits, exercise habits, or stress management. In all these things, bring in a state of moderation and balance. To bring in that, yoga, acupuncture, naturopathy are some of the therapies which are holistic and complementary to modern medicine as well, to improve the rates of fertility and reduce the infertility rates, and also increase the chances of if you go to IVF or IUI, artificially getting pregnant. So there also we can help with these therapies. How does it help? First thing is, I'd like to talk about yoga therapy. Yoga not just addresses your physical aspect. Physical aspect, when we are talking about, is it improves the blood flow to your reproductive organs, stretches your muscles, massages your internal organs when done properly with the right guidance, of course. And at the same time, it will also work on your breath and energies. It will also work on your mind, what I was talking about, me time and stress management with relaxation techniques and breathing techniques. It has been proven beyond doubt by science that meditation and breathing can be a great stress buster and manage the stress very well. Thereby manage your hormones so that your monthly cycles and the sperm quality and the sperm ability to swim improves to a large extent to become normal. That is how yoga can help. Second thing is acupuncture, where we kind of expertise what we have. Acupuncture is also working on the same lines. Basically, to reduce the stresses, improve the blood flow by inserting very specific needles on meridians and points, sterile disposable single-use needles, with a consultation and planning the treatment for 3 to 6 months can help to a large extent to improve the quality of egg and sperm, and also during IVF and IUI to improve the chances of implantation. That's how acupuncture would help. So a combination of these would help to improve the endometrial thickness, improve the AMH levels. Irregular cycles in the lady can be much better with acupuncture, and the sperm quality and counts. That is how complementary therapies can go along with the modern medicine to deal with infertility. I am sure all this information will do good for you if you are suffering from infertility, but make sure you approach the right qualified and registered doctor to handle your case with sufficient experience. Thank you so much for your time and patience to hear this video. Wait for many such videos in going to come to our channel. Thank you once again.